Hello guys and girls and welcome back. It's your boy Big John and I'm here today to show you how you're going to be able to pass a 100k account and then become consistently profitable doing this. Now I'm going to show you how even my VIP service can help you with this, with the signals I provide, and I'm sure you're going to love this one. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, first and foremost, you can see I'm in my Telegram group, and in this Telegram group here, this is a free area for every single person. I do have VIP areas as well, but this is the free area where you can see I'm clearly giving you out trade ideas from what can happen from Bitcoin to Ethereum to US oil, and then we go into gold as well. So mainly I do focus on gold, and this will help a lot of traders every single week. Like I said, this week that's just gone by, we've managed to catch a nice big buy on gold very easily, and I did explain that in my last video. So the link for this group is going to be in the description below. Please don't forget to sign up to it because you're just missing out if you don't. It's absolutely free. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go into is just me explaining the point of this. Now there is a new industry shift in prop firm accounts, and we're starting to become aware of it, where accounts are doing unlimited trading days for you to be able to pass. And I have been an advocate of this long before all the industry started to follow suit, and I'm very glad that we're starting to see this thing. One of the firms you can actually buy one of these accounts with is Funded Trader Plus, and you can see here it says no minimum trading days. So that means you have as long as possible for you to be able to pass this prop firm account. They actually only do a one phase, and it's only 10% to get to your target phase, and then after that you do actually have a live account. Another firm that we can pay attention to is My Forex Funds. I do have an affiliate link in the description below if you do want to sign up through them. It does actually help me out if you do. And this firm here has now decided to also go into unlimited trading days as well, as you can see here. So you have as long as possible for you to be able to pass their two-stage evaluation. So we can see here there's 8% for phase 1 and 5% for phase 2. So they're expecting 13% on basically these accounts over 2 phases. So you would then get your live account around that period of time. Now when we go over to FTMO, again we can see here this is absolutely perfect. So at the top of the screen you can see a new update, unlimited trading period. So this actually means that they have unlimited trading days in order for you to pass their phases. I believe they do have 10% in phase 1 and 5% in phase 2. So what I'm actually going to do is base this on a 15% pass rate. Then we're going to be able to see if the account will actually pass using this equity simulator over 2 phases. So it depends on what account you want. Make sure you check all of their FAQs. Some accounts have different rules, so you have to make sure you do pay attention to that. It's very important. Now we're on the equity simulator with FTMO. All you have to do to get into this is sign up with them, make an account. It's absolutely free. And then when you go into your dashboard at the back, you can see equity simulator is down here. Once you are using the equity simulator, let's just break down some things. First and foremost, we're going to put in here a 100k account. The next thing we're going to do is a 50% win rate. So the signals I've been giving out in the last 3 weeks, we've had at least a 70% win rate. We've had about 3 losses. I've been giving out trades with a 1 to 3 RR, but we're going to do a 1 to 2. So even when I do give out trades and they're 1 to 2 in profit, then you're in a position where you could still actually close that trade at that point, or you could wait for it to maybe go to 1 to 3 and set yourself a break even. But we're going to base this on a 1 to 2. Because we have an unlimited trading period, there is no need to keep this on 100. Set it for something long-term realistic, which is 1,000. And that means you're definitely going to be able to pass as long as the win rate, and you're taking a 1 to 2 over 1,000 trades. Now, when we go into lines here, that just means how many different probabilities we have in terms of 10 different probabilities of us passing or losing these accounts. So we're going to just see the different lines when we're running the simulator. Now, when we go over to risk type, we want to make sure we put it on risk percentage, and then we are going for a percentage of 0.10%. So I know a lot of people are going to ask me, okay, but what lot size should I use on an entry of a trade? It's probably one of the most common questions I ever get asked. And if you just look in the description of this video, I have 2 videos I've linked, and within the first 5 to 7 minutes of those videos, I actually do explain in full detail how you can work out what lot size you're using, what websites to go to, and at the same time as well, I'm even showing you how to work it out with a calculator on Google. So what we're going to do is just press the run button here, and as soon as we press the run button here, it's giving us a curve of 10 different probabilities, and we're just going to look at the average at the bottom. So you can see at the average at the bottom right here, we are on $150,000 in 1,000 trades. So that's telling us over a period of time, without fail, as long as we've got a 50% win rate and we are trading a 1 to 2 setup, even though it can go 1 to 3, as I said, I give out in the signals, this means that we are going to pass these accounts with flying colors. Because if we pay attention to the 2-phase verification that FTMO have, like I've said, I believe it's a 10% for phase 1 and a 5% for phase 2. So now let's go into this point here because it's very, very important. You can see the minimum equity that we went down to is 99,500, which is nowhere near blowing any of these accounts. So you never violated any rules. We can see the maximum drawdown was only 1%, which is absolutely beautiful. We can see the max equity that it actually got to here was 166,200. Again, great. The average drawdown was 0.2%. So you can see how we're not putting no stress on these accounts trading like this. And I keep trying to tell people this is the best way to go if you're not too sure on what you're trading. And it's so simple. The max consecutive winners was 12 in a row. And then our average drawdown was 0.91%. Again, nowhere near any violations on these accounts. And our max losers was 11%. This is why I'm making a video on a 100k account now, which I haven't done before, because now you can feel comfortable with that type of investment, which is usually around $500 to $600. Paying attention to the losers here, this is what really stumbles people, and even people I work with sometimes and things like that. You have to understand, even when you're going through a quiet period or you're taking a bunch of losers in a row, it does happen. All you have to do is just keep pushing through and pay no mind to it. Remember, you're trading at 0.10% risk, so even if you're busy and a trade just loses because you didn't close out at 1 to 2, it's absolutely fine. At one point in this simulation, you would have had 11 back-to-back losers. That can play on a lot of people's psychology, but it doesn't have to, as long as you just know the overall outcome. And it's why I urge people to use the equity simulator. Okay, so now we're on Neo, the expert advisor, and this is a product that comes with VIP. If you do purchase it, it's only 100 GBP and it's out now for instant access. This is literally what I'm basing all of my signal trades on, the ones that had the 7 winners and the 3 losers over the period of 3 weeks. There was even more winners as well. I'm not actually going to go through all of the winners in this video, and that's simply just because of time. And the link for the video for strategy 2 will also be in the description, and it shows you how to trade these setups. So all we have to do with strategy 2 is we're waiting for a break of structure. As you can see, there was a change of character here, a break of structure here, and then this turncoat appeared. As soon as this turncoat appeared, even if it's orange and it says resistance here at first, which is RES, you can still trade the entry. So we were just waiting for price to either break up above here, or as soon as it turned to a turncoat, we would have entered. If not, you could have easily have entered when price action came back to this area, as you can see here. So your entry literally will be at the top of this box right here. Your stop loss will just be below this area here, and then your take profit is going to be the liquidity high that is over here. That is printed with Neo. So this is the same trade setup here, and you can see straight away that there was a buy side liquidity take profit here, and for the next level we will also go over, there was one up here as well. So Neo is actually printing all of this out for you, so you know where your target levels are in general for you to be able to work out your risk management from the entry of the actual box that you can see has appeared. So if we was looking for around about a 1 to 2 trade, we would have been looking for around about a 40 pip stop loss, and we were looking for around about an 80 pip take profit. We can see price action has actually done 111 pips here, and even if I gave it to you as a 1 to 3, we managed to get that because we did more than 120 pips by going towards this area. We can see from its secondary entry that it did appear within the next week, we had the same thing appear here. So our entry would have been at the top of this box, our stop loss would have been below, giving us about 48 pips, so let's just call that 50. We would have been looking for around about 100 pips from this entry, and you can see here this is 160 pips. The strategy is so simple, and like I've said before, there's a link in the description below for you to be able to see exactly how this strategy works. Okay, so right here we can see this is GBP USD, and we had the same thing appear here for us for a possible trade setup. So what we can see straight away is price action has broke through this turncoat level. Again, we've had a bullish break of structure, giving us our first indication to take a trade setup. And then we can see here our entry would have been here, our stop loss was below this area here, which was 60 pips. So we would have been looking for 120 pips on a trade, and you can see it did much more than that just in this straight push going all the way up to this direction. So that's as easy as it is. There was a liquidity level if you were to look further back on the chart, but GBP USD is quite high right now. That's the only reason why I'm not showing it. Okay, so this is Euro USD, and you can see the same thing here again. We had even a break of structure here, a change of character here on the 4-hour chart, which was bullish. We have another break of structure here. So we've had more than enough confirmation that price is in a bullish 4-hour trend, and we can see straight away we've had a retest towards this turncoat area here, which was perfect for us. You could have either had a pending order at this level, or you could easily have just entered as soon as price came back to this level, or even on the breakout, as I've said before. And then your stop loss was just below this area here, which was 24 pips. So let's just call that 25 pips. If we're going for a 1 to 2, we're only looking for 50 pips, and price actually managed to hit 50 pips here. If we're going for a 1 to 3, which would have been based on the liquidity that would have been printed above this area here, again, that would have been 100 pips. So that was a 1 to 4 trade. We can actually see what price action did here, which was more than that. So this was almost like a 1 to 6 or a 1 to 8 trade for the buy setup. Okay, so when we're paying attention to Euro, Euro CAD, we can see the same thing happened here. Again, we've got a bullish break of structure here, even a change of character, and then we've got a turncoat level here. So I just want to be clear, you could either have a break of structure or a change of character before the turncoat. It doesn't have to be both. And now you can see straight away, as soon as we did have that, price action came back to this turncoat. Again, you could have had a pending order here, or you could have taken it as soon as price action got to this level, or even as soon as this box turned to a turncoat. More than likely it would have done with this candle. That was the breakout. And again, your stop loss would have been here. So your stop loss would have been around about 40 pips, and we're looking for 80 pips for a TP. Now you can see price action when it got to this level already did about 90 pips, so we were great. And your liquidity area target would have been up here. So this was about 111 pips. So that was about a 1 to 2.5 trade. But now we can see that price action obviously went much further than that, and it would have given us at least a 1 to 3R trade. Okay, so this is now GBP CHF, and we can see the same thing here. Look, we had a change of character, break of structure. Either one would have been fine. We've also seen price action has turned this into a turncoat area. Now it's acting as a new resistance level, and now we can see straight away we would have been able to enter on the closure of this candle. And this is even when I gave out the signal. I told people that we've had the change of character. This is now a turncoat level, which is a resistance. Before we even had this breakout that was actually here, I managed to get traders in. I've told them put your stop loss here, which was around about 40 pips, and then we was looking for at least 80 pips, if not 120 pips. And you can see from this sell we got about 150 pips. Again, the liquidity levels were marked out here, here, and over here as well, which we had a maximum hit on our take profit levels for this trade. Again, this is US 30, so exactly what happened when I gave this trade out here. We can see we had a break of structure here. We can also see this turncoat level has appeared, so that means an old resistance has now become a new support, and price action actually even pulled back. So this is why I tell people that as long as this turns to a turncoat, you can look to get in for a trade, because then it even gives you a smaller stop loss. So our entry was around about this area here. Our stop loss was below this area, so this would have been about 143 pips, and we can see straight away that price action went at least 450 pips. So this was a 1 to 3 trade, but we would have only been looking for a 300 pip take profit, and it got hit around here. So again, this was a 1 to 2R trade, which was absolutely perfect. As I've stated before, the liquidity was previously on the chart. All you have to do is zoom out, and when you zoom out, you would have seen there was a liquidity level here, which exactly is where I marked the max TP towards. Okay, so just to go over the last trade, that was CAD JPY, and in this actual video here above, I'm actually showing people that I'm in this trade live on an account, and you can see straight away here, this was the trade that I actually took right there, and the same thing happened. We had a change of character that you can see was printed on Neo here. We had the turncoat box, which was here. My entries weren't even on the line. You can see they were actually further up a little bit more, and from that actually happening, you can see price action did go towards this level here. This was actually a 1 to 2.5 trade, I believe I managed to catch, and it was very simple. I was only in the trade for about maybe 12 hours, and then the trade just managed to go straight into take profit. It was a very, very beautiful, simple, easy trade, and like I said, I didn't give it out in the signal group as a signal, but I was in this trade in a live video that you can see on that YouTube video I just shown you previously, and then straight away after you saw the trade literally went into take profit, and I told every single person they can enter the trade if they want. So with all that being said, guys and girls, this is 100 GBP to get access into this VIP group, and that is so you can get Neo and you can also get into the VIP. It's lifetime access, no other payments after that, and of course as Neo is getting updated, you're also going to be able to get the updates to that in due time. If you just want to become a VIP member just for signals alone, you can pay 50 GBP, but in all honesty, I would really suggest you get both, because you're going to miss out, because the price of Neo is actually going to go up over time, and therefore you're going to miss out on the special offer there is right at the moment. With all that being said, guys and girls, I hope you love this video. It is your boy Big John. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.
Started from the bottom like Drake. Got that young moolah, but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.